The Commission on Appointments on Wednesday rejects the appointment of Environment Secretary Gina Lopez after 3 confirmation hearings. It is the CA's second rejection of a cabinet secretary appointed by President Rodrigo Duterte. The first was former Foreign Secretary Perfecto Yasay Jr. Once rejected by the CA, an appointee cannot be reappointed. Only a bypassed appointee can be reappointed. The back-to-back rejections are unprecedented. During her first 2 confirmation hearings in March, lawmakers quizzed Lopez on her technical knowledge of the job as Environment Secretary. This after her controversial orders in February to close down or suspend mining operations in the country and to cancel mineral production sharing agreements. She also required suspended mining companies to pay 2 million pesos for every hectare of farmland affected by mining activities. More recently, Lopez banned prospective open-pit mines in the country, a move questioned by the mining industry because it excludes quarrying. One of her family's companies plans to operate a quarrying site in Taysan, Batangas, once it secures a permit from the provincial government. President Rodrigo Duterte supported Lopez despite her controversial moves, even reappointing her twice after she was bypassed by the CA. Malacanang says it is concerned that the CA rejected Lopez's appointment, but it respects the decision. Senator Tito Sotto insults Social Welfare Secretary Judy Taguiwalo's status as a solo parent during her confirmation hearing before the Commission on Appointments Wednesday. Sotto starts questioning Taguiwalo on rehabilitation plans of the Social Welfare Department for drug suspects before asking about her being a single mother. After Taguiwalo's explanation, Sotto makes a crass joke about her status. Sotto says, quote, "In street language, when you have children and you are single, we call that you just got knocked up." He adds, quote, "Thank you, you have my 100% support." But Taguiwalo, a women's rights advocate and professor, tells Sotto in her words, "Senator Sotto, I teach women's studies. We respect all kinds of families and that includes solo parents. Thank you." The CA defers the confirmation of Taguiwalo after she was questioned about her links to the Communist Party of the Philippines. The House Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability wants Ilocos Norte Governor Imee to personally explain why the provincial capital used 66.45 million pesos in tobacco funds to purchase motor vehicles. The panel on Tuesday began a probe into the province's use of shares from excise taxes imposed on locally manufactured Virginia-type cigarettes. Under the law, 15% of cigarette excise taxes shall be allotted for a special support fund for tobacco farmers, who may use the money for cooperative, livelihood, agro-industrial, and infrastructure projects. But House Majority Leader Rodolfo Fariñas earlier said he uncovered checks for cash advances amounting to 66.45 million pesos in tobacco funds that were used by the Ilocos Norte provincial government to buy several motor vehicles. Fariñas, incumbent Ilocos Norte representative and former governor, said barangay captains in his district were complaining they were given minicabs that did not have documents. Panel chairperson and Surigao del Sur representative Johnny Pimentel says the panel won't issue a subpoena against Marcos just yet. Pimentel says, quote, "We will send a strong letter warning them that if they will not attend the second hearing, then we will issue a subpoena." Initial findings of the Justice Department and the Commission on Audit find the deal between the Bureau of Corrections and the Tagum Agricultural Development Corporation, or Tadeco, illegal. Speaker Pantaleon Alvarez earlier questioned the allegedly anomalous contract between BuCor and Tadeco. Tadeco is owned by Davao del Norte Representative Antonio Florendo Jr., his longtime friend before their recent falling out. A 1969 deal allowed Tadeco to lease BuCor-owned land located at the Davao Prison and Penal Farm. This was renewed in 2003. The COA and the DOJ said the joint venture agreement is unconstitutional because it did not comply with the provisions under the 1987 Constitution that only allows 1,000 hectares of public agricultural land to be leased to a private corporation. COA auditors said that the land leased to Tadeco exceeded the limit because it covered 5,308.36 hectares. United States President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin discussed steps to ease Syria's civil war and a possible first face-to-face meeting during a phone call Tuesday. Trump aides say the conversation was a very good one that included discussions of safe or de-escalation zones in Syria to achieve lasting peace for humanitarian and many other reasons. The White House also said the two leaders spoke about how best to resolve the very dangerous situation in North Korea. The Kremlin adds both men were in favor of a meeting at the G20 summit in Germany this July. The meeting will be closely watched in the United States, where Trump has come under criticism for his campaign's ties to Russia and his praise of Putin. tensions between the White House and the Kremlin resurfaced after the suspected use of the chemical agent sarin against civilians prompted Trump to strike a Syrian regime airbase also used by Russia.